Hello everybody. Earlier this year I started intermittent fasting. I have now lost 15 pounds using the 16-8 method, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating, and I am back at the weight that I was in high school at 110. I'm 5'4" for reference. I don't want to lose any more, but rather I want to get stronger by increasing muscle mass, improving my balance and flexibility. One of the reasons it was so easy is because during my 8-hour eating window, I had a couple of rules. I ate three meals, but I ate full meals that had protein, fiber, healthy fats, lots of veggies and antioxidants, and there was no snacks. The first meal of the day is the most important because it should be satisfying so that it sets you up for success for the rest of the day. Today I have 3 warm, cozy, high-protein breakfast meal ideas that will give you sustained energy and keep you satisfied for 3 to 4 hours until it's time for your next meal. And the third meal that I have, my turkey and sweet potato hash, is perfect for this time of year when there are lots of Thanksgiving leftovers laying around. So let's dive in. We're starting with my dirty chai porridge recipe. This combines your favorite hot cereal, and I'm going to share mine with you, with coffee and chai spices. You start with a half cup of your hot cereal of choice. I'm using my low-carb standard hot cereal. The recipe for this, which I have shown you before, but I'm just going to talk you through it really fast. It includes 1/4 cup of hemp seeds for protein, fiber, and healthy fats, 2 tablespoons of freshly ground flax seeds for hormone balancing, again, omega-3 healthy fats and fiber. And it's important to buy your seeds whole and freshly grind them. I use a coffee or spice grinder, and I use that grinder for lots of other things as well, like grinding up almonds into almond meal and grinding coffee. So if you don't have something like this in your kitchen, I highly recommend getting one. But yeah, so you've got 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds, and then to that you're going to add 1/2 serving, or in this case 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder. The one that I'm using here includes 11 grams of protein per scoop, so that combined with the hemp seeds, you're getting 21 grams of protein right there. So that's plenty for your first meal of the day. And this cereal also happens to be low carb. Yay. Once you mix all that up, I also put a pinch of salt in there. You're going to want to add your chai spices. These include 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/8 teaspoon of cloves. Also, if you have pumpkin pie spice and you just want to use that, just put in a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Once you've mixed all that together, you want to add 1/2 cup of strongly brewed coffee, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons or up to 1/4 cup of your milk of choice. And this basically depends on how thin or how thick or creamy you want your cereal. So it's totally up to you. Stir all that together, and then you're going to heat that over a medium flame for about 2 minutes, stirring constantly. This goes really fast, so you just want to make sure that you keep stirring it, and once you see it start to bubble and thicken, it's done. If you don't want to use coffee, you can use black tea, rooibos tea, even chai tea, whatever you like. Optional, I add in a teaspoon of ghee for richness, and if it's still too thick for you, you can feel free to add a little more milk at the end, which will thin it out a little bit and make it even creamier. For toppings, I'm slicing about 1/4 of a banana and then adding some chopped nuts. Today I use pecans, but any nut that you have, walnuts is good, almonds, pistachios are really good. And then if you want a little extra sweetness, you can add a little bit of maple syrup. I did not, because with the bananas, this is perfect for me. This cereal is high in protein, lower in carbs, has lots of healthy fats and fiber, and it keeps you full for a long time. It's gentle on the digestion and warms you up on a cold morning. Next up is a new recipe I tried. It's from Autumn Bates, and it's her pumpkin spice mug cake. Here are all the ingredients. And if you want something that can be made quickly, this recipe is a good one because most of your time is spent assembling all your ingredients, and you can do that the night before. Once assembled, it all goes pretty quickly. You can combine everything in a bowl or a mug like I'm doing here. First, 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, 2 tablespoons of almond or coconut flour. I'm using coconut flour. 1/4 of a mashed banana. 1/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree, which you can use homemade like I did, or canned. Because it's homemade, it's going to be a little more wetter than the canned variety. 1 egg, or chia or flax egg, about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. If you like the smell of banana bread, you're going to love this. Pour this into your mug. This has been greased with butter on the inside so you won't get any stick. Add this to a 12-ounce cup and microwave for 1 minute. Then check and add 30-second intervals until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. It's ready when a toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean. On my microwave, it took 3 minutes. Now we're going to let this cool for 5 minutes while I make the whipped topping. I topped it with some whipped coconut cream, unsweetened. Here's a little dash of pumpkin pie spice and a sprinkling of nuts. These are pecans. And it's ready. Okay, let's give this a taste test. It's my first time making it. Ooh. It's good. Pumpkiny, lightly sweetened because of the banana, and the coconut cream on top is not sweetened, but it has a natural sweetness to it. So, And the texture is very much like cake. It's like having a pumpkin cake for breakfast. Next up is a recipe I have made for years. It is a perennial favorite. You can have it for breakfast or dinner, but if you want something that is going to be high in protein and really stick to your ribs, it's my turkey and roasted sweet potato hash. So let's do it. This is an old recipe from Ellie Krieger, and I'll link it below. For 1 or 2 people, start by chopping 1/4 of a large onion, an equal amount of leftover turkey, or as I'm using here, a rotisserie chicken, and an equal amount of roasted sweet potato. This is a rough chop into bite-sized pieces. Sauté the onions over medium heat until soft and translucent. Add salt, pepper, and a teaspoon of dried thyme. Once the onions are slightly browned, add the sweet potato and the chicken. Cook for about 5 minutes until everything is heated through, gently stirring to combine, but not so much that the sweet potato chunks start to break down. Serve with a poached egg on top or a fried egg, as I've done here because I can't poach an egg to save my life. Thank you so much for watching today, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye! Happy eating!